Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to episode 2. My name is Adam and you're watching Adztek. So we're here back in Medieval Engineers today. I'm just gathering some resources here at the moment, some trees, or rather some logs. We've cut down the tree to get logs, of course. I have made a little bit of food as well, so hopefully we should be good for a little while. So that's good. I should also note that in episode 1, after I went back to watch the video, which I normally do, and I do a lot of testing as well for audio and videos and quality and all that kind of stuff, and I actually realised that in my testing everything was fine, but unfortunately the video came out where you couldn't hear me. The microphone was far too low and the music was far too loud, so that's been adjusted and tested today, so hopefully you can hear me absolutely fine. So in the last episode we built our little tiny hut thing, which is in this direction over here. It's just broken out into morning, by the way. I didn't feel like we should be working through the night just yet, just so that we can see what we're doing. So here's our log cabin. I've got some logs here to pop into our storage here. Quite a few, too many for the stockpile, but that's fine. We can run with that one. He can run with loads of logs on his back. That's fine. He's, I don't know, Incredible Hulk or something. I don't know. So today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing off our little hut here. So we've got a roof. There isn't any rain in the game, but if there was, we'd get very wet. We're going to be doing a couple of quests as well. I feel like we need to do. Let's have a look. We've got the civil engineering. We've got a better house, which gives us wooden roofs. We might do that first, because I do like the wooden roofs. And if we have the thatch roofs, we'll have to go and find some. What is it? Wheat. That's it. I couldn't remember what it's called. Some wheat. I think I got one here actually. No. Where's wheat? I thought I had some. Ah, there we go. Wheat straws, yeah, we need wheat straws to do thatch roofs, so we won't be doing that today. We'll do the wooden ones because they're better and they're easier to do. We need to do smelting as well, because we want to get to our civilian tools, and that gives us access to copper tools, iron tools and bronze tools, which is really what we need, because it makes our axes much more durable. All of our tools, in fact, the hammer, the axe, the pickaxe. We might do a little bit of mining as well. We'll see how we get on, and go from there. So, okay, so let's go ahead and start our better house quest. There we go. So it wants 8 planks and 2 timber. So we've got 2 timber already. Let's go ahead and make some planks. So I don't know what I mean. The audio was quite bad in episode 1, guys, so I do apologise for that one. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again. But if you did manage to catch any of the, the commentary that I did in episode 1, we did go through and explain a little bit about Medieval Engineers for those who haven't played it before. Since this is our first season, I think that's not really a bad idea, because although the game's been in early access for a couple of years now, there will be a lot of people who still haven't played it. And I feel like it'd be good to explain as we're going along in our first season what we need to do to throughout the game to learn and bits and bobs. So I hope you guys don't mind. And as always, if you've got any questions, any comments, do leave them down below, and I'll take those into consideration. We are going to have some opinions. I'm going to need your help on stuff as well. And just to be clear as well, this isn't the this isn't the log cabin we're going to be staying in and building upon. We are actually going to be moving to somewhere a bit more interesting, because this is just a plain field, and although it's nice, it would be nice to have somewhere quite interesting. Somewhere near a mountain, I think. I want to build a big bridge. I've seen people build bridges in Medieval Engineers, and it's not easy. So it would be quite nice to build a big bridge. Like some sort of large bridge across a gorge or something like that. Okay, so it's asking us to build a small stairs, so let's go ahead and do that. We will be needing one to make to put our roofs up sometimes as well. Where's that going? Oh, there we go. That'll do. Let's block the doorway off. That'll be alright. We can crawl through there. Probably. Let's have a look. Can we? We can! That's good. I didn't know that actually. So let's get this built. Oh, by the way, you'll notice that this has got a red line around it. This is a bug. I'm pretty sure this is a bug. What it does is when you place the stairs, so let's place another one, you'll see when it interacts with an object, it will highlight over it to tell you which one it's up against. Alright? But it doesn't go away when you build it. And that's very annoying. So what you can do is not that. You can build a better hammer. No, what you do is you take down the stuff highlighted in red. You sort of deconstruct it back to what the stick version would be when you first place it down, and then the red box will disappear. That's the best way to go about doing that. Anyway, we need another hammer, so let's go ahead and make a hammer. You will go through quite a few of these, by the way, because these little wooden hammers, they are rubbish. It's no other way of putting it, they are rubbish. But not to worry, let's build a couple of those just so we got a spare. Okay, cool. So yeah, what I meant by this was you take it down and then build it again. See the red line's gone? That's the way I do it anyway. So take that down. There you go. Then build it again. And it's gone. So that's just a little trick I learned anyway. Wall walk. Okay. So we don't have the wooden roof straight away, by the way. We're going to have to run through the quest, so we're just going to do that now. I find these wall walks quite handy, actually. I've built in other games, or other saves, should I say. I've built these around walls, which obviously they are wall walks, but I've built them around walls. They're quite good for that, and you can build them two across as well, so they make up a full square, if you like. Place a wooden. Okay, so we now got access to wooden roofs. That's good. So let's take this down. All right. So our roof. I think we're going to do it really, really basic. So let's grab... No, that's thatch. Wooden roof. Okay, so as we explained before, any of these parts that have got a plus over them have multiple parts or variations in them as well. So we just use our mouse wheel to scroll, and then we can just place them there like that. There we go. Rotation is Q and E as well. It's not being placed there, why not? Ah, there we go. Is that the right one? No. No, it's not the right one. Let's try that again, shall we? That one. Good. So when you first start out in Medieval Engineers, it's always good to have a knowledge gained. It is good to have knowledge gained. It's always good to have a little log cabin like we've got, just to start out with. You can build more elaborate houses further down the road, but for now, it's always a good idea to have your house somewhere you can shut the door and be on your own. Because if you walk away from Medieval Engineers for 20 minutes, half an hour, you will probably find that when you come back, you'll be dead. That's the short and tall of it, I'm afraid. Because you'll either starve to death or the barbarians will come, and they don't like you very much. Okay, so we're just going to finish off our roof here. That one. There we go. Done. So it's gone very dark now, hasn't it? We need to create a torch. Torches are highly recommended because they enable you to see in the dark. And when it gets dark in Medieval Engineers, it gets very dark in Medieval Engineers. So let's go ahead and... do we have... we don't have torches yet. We do have our torch that we can carry around with us when you make one. That is. These ones. Just basically stick with some fire on it. That's all it that's all that is. So yeah, when you press L for light, I should think, you get a torch. They're quite bright, so they're pretty good. Okay, so what's next? Let's have a look. So, oh, look at that. Proper little woodcutter's hut. Look at that. Very quaint. Right, how are we doing for food? We have 2 mushroom soup and 2 salads, so we're okay at the moment. I think we need to do some smelting. I feel like we need to get some tools together. So let's do smelting. Craft 1 wooden shovel. Okay. There we go. Let's create a wooden shovel. Let's pop it there. Right, obtain 20 dirt, obtain 18 small stone. I've got 5 already. So I know that there's a copper vein here because I saw it when I was gathering, and I think we saw it last episode. So what I'm going to do, you can... Copper, I think, is the only ore that you can dig with a wooden shovel. So if, when you, like me, when you start the game, I would strongly recommend that you find an ore vein of copper whilst you're doing this bit on the quest, because you'll get the dirt anyway, and copper you'll need for the next part of the quest as well. So when you're looking around, don't just dig a hole in the ground unless you really can't find any copper, because it comes in very handy later down the road. And also be wary. I've done this many times. I've had to dig myself out of holes. You'll be surprised at how quickly you can dig a hole in Medieval Engineers and suddenly find yourself stuck in a 10-foot hole. So be very wary of your surroundings. Make sure you look up occasionally and think, oh, that's fine, I can get out of there. Right. Yeah, see how big that hole was made there just from a couple of swings of the shovel? Yeah, the voxel-based terrain stuff is great, but sometimes it catches you out. Go. So yeah, so we have a number of things that we need to do now. So we'll get smelting out of the way so that we can make copper ingots. Once that's done, we'll then be able to create copper tools, and I think we'll get probably 1 of each tool, maybe 2. See how we go. Sometimes you use more tools than others, so further down the line you'll find that you'll use more pickaxes than you will a shovel. It's quite a nice hole. We could fill it up with a swimming pool, but we can't because Medieval Engineers doesn't support water. I know, there we go, I said it. It doesn't. The game does not support water. Oh well. I don't know why I'm back here. We need some stones, guys. We need some stones. Let's go find some stonage. Some stones. Let me know if you see a stone, yeah? So if you guys picked up Medieval Engineers yet, let me know in the comments. What do you think to it? Have you been playing it long? Have you just bought it? Have you bought it and not played it yet? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I should also point out that we do also run a dedicated server for Medieval Engineers. It's called the Adztek community server, and it's on most of the time. I run it here from home, and you're welcome to come along, start building on the server, and you know, let me know where you are, because at some point what we'll be doing is we will be looking at the dedicated server and having a look at all the other guys and see what they've made, because it's very interesting actually. There's a couple of guys in the server already, so make sure you say hello, and yeah, come along, you know, start building, chat, let us know, and who knows, maybe you'll see your building in one of our videos some point soon. So I haven't found any stones yet. I'm finding everything else but stones. Some more copper here, look. Ah. Oh no, that's just copper. Where are the stones, guys? Grab the roots. Mushrooms. Let's go more into the forest. You tend to find stones in the forest, I think, normally. More mushrooms. Let's have a look. I've never known it be so difficult to find a few stones. Ah, that's great, isn't it? Always happens when you're live. When you're creating a video like this, stuff happens and sometimes you just have to deal with it. Oh look! Stone. I don't think we can... Yes we can. Yeah, you can also mine stone with a shovel as well. Oh, no you can't. I didn't think you could, to be fair. You need a pickaxe to mine stone. So, how many have we got now? We need 4 stone. 4 stone we need. Come on. Find some stones. Down here? Nope. More copper. We'll grab those while we're here. Because you'll go through quite a lot of copper when you first start as well, so make sure you grab what you can. Ouch. More berries. Grab the roots actually while we're there. I'm not finding stones around here, are we? Hey, there's one. Sometimes I think the mushrooms are stones because of the big mushroom looks like a stone from far away. You blink and you think it's a stone. You run up to it and you think, oh, mushroom. Damn those mushrooms. I've never known it to be so difficult to find stone. I really haven't. Usually there's loads of stones around. But it seems to me like there's a lot of mushrooms. Quite far away as well. 2 stones. There's a group of 3, so that's good. Sorry, 2. And we got a map piece. There we go. I know we did mention about map pieces before. We will go off and do, once we've got a whole map, we will go off and find our treasure, I think. It is exciting finding that treasure. Okay, that'll do. We've got some stones now. Let's go back home. Let's go home. So it's asking us to create a furnace now. And the furnace is used to smelt down ore into ingots. So we'll do that. And then we'll probably need to create a forge, I think it is. And the forge will be used to make our weapons. I do like the fact that we're close to the road though, that's handy. Especially if you've got fast travel. You've enabled that. Right, okay, so we need to create 1 furnace. Let's pop in our stone and our dirt. Excuse me, have a sip of my coffee. Oh, coffee runs the world. Right, so let's place our furnace. Okay, so where are we going to put our furnace? I don't think we're going to put it inside because we haven't got enough room. So let's plonk it. Okay. This is going to fall to the ground, so watch this. Hang on. Ready? Oh well, it works, that's the main thing. Okay, so find the ore marked ore vein. Okay, so it's going to ask us to go here. We've already been here. I'm standing underneath the pickaxe. Okay, so it didn't know that it didn't know that we'd already mined some. Okay, so let's go ahead and craft an ingot. Nope. Get lost now. There we go. Right, so smelt iron ore into ingots and smelt copper ore into ingots. So these are the copper ores. They will look different depending on which ore you've got. So we've got enough for 3 ingots. 2, 3. Bang a log in there. Light. And off we go. I have something to eat actually. Knowledge gained. Okay, so while that's cooking, let's see if we can't get the tools. Where are we? Civilian tools. There we go. So this will, as we said, this will unlock these. Sorry, the smithy, not the forge. The forge comes later. So the smithy, brazier, weapon rack, copper pickaxe, iron pickaxe, and all the other ones as well. We also get basic rope as well with that one. I wouldn't really consider rope a tool, but I don't know. It must give it to you for some reason. So let's obtain 4 timber. That's fine. Okay, so I want 6 metal ingots as well. So we might have to go back into the back into our little ore deposit. No, we want timber, don't we? Oh, I'll tell you what, I need more coffee today. I'm not doing very well. There we go. Let's create some more timber. 1, 2. There we go. So one episode as well. As I said, we'll do an episode on the community server as well. I've built a house with some other guys on there as well, so we'll give you a tour and you know, see what you guys think to that. We've got some stuff going there. Windmills, we've got a farm, we've got a 3-story house, a few other bits and pieces. So yeah, maybe we'll do an episode on that as well. But I want to get a few episodes out before we kind of go heavy into the dedicated server, because you know, I want to establish a nice playlist on the channel, you know, a nice series, and yeah, we'll see how we get on with that one. There we go. I'm gonna have to dig my way out of here. I'm getting stuck. You see how quickly you can dig down? That's amazing how quick it is. Come on. There we go, we can get out now. Sometimes when you see these little copper... Oh, my shovel died. I'm going to create another shovel now. Or can I create one here? I can. That's easy, there we go. Yeah, sometimes when you... Remember how small this was before we started digging? You realise that actually these ore deposits, especially iron ore as well, it'll go down for miles and it'll turn into this big mine, and it's amazing how quick you can get right far down. Okay, so what I'm going to just explain as well, you see, just very quickly while I've noticed it, up here is dirt. Okay, you can see, everyone knows what dirt looks like, but this is what it looks like in Medieval Engineers. So that's dirt. This is your ore, obviously, and this kind of pitted pebble type stuff, you see how it's different to the dirt? This texture here, this is clay. Alright, now if you haven't started off with a large inventory like I did, which you can change in options by the way, there you go, see that's clay. I would keep the clay, and the reason for that is you'll need it later on when you do the tile, the clay tiles, as part of one of the quests. and you will go through an awful lot of clay. So if you can, I would certainly look at grabbing some of this clay. You soon get quite a lot of it as well. Sometimes you'll find you'll have chests and chests of clay and copper ore and all that kind of stuff. So, okay, so how's that given us? That's given us. So that's 3. So it's 5 per 3. So we need another 6. See if we can't get this done quickly. Hold down the mouse button, it's a bit quicker. What have we got now? So we need 4 more. There we go, that'll do. Can I get out? No, I can't get out. I have to dig my way out now. So, Medieval Engineers does allow you to create machines as well. You might find that you'll see other people on YouTube who have created all kinds of weird and wonderful contraptions. But creativity is a big thing in Medieval Engineers, and I know Keen are very keen to make that aware. You know, make people aware that you can use it to be creative and you know, kind of give yourself a platform to create almost anything you want. Space Engineers is very similar as well. Flammables into the furnace. Wow, did it go to that log already? Wowzers. Oh no, I left it running, didn't I? That's why. Yeah, make sure you douse your fire in anything like the cooking, the campfire, the furnace, oven, kiln, anything like that. Make sure you douse it when you're finished, because otherwise you will burn through your fuel. Okay, so obtain 6 metal ingots. There we go. Craft 1 smithy and place 1 smithy. Here we go. Smithy's at the crafting table. Okay, so what do we need for that? We need 5 ingots, timber, and a log. There we go. Awesome. Right, so let's place this smithy. Should we place it outside? Yeah, let's bung it around the corner, shall we? There we go. Cool, so now we have access to our basic tools. Let's have a look. So it wants us to create 1 axe, pickaxe or metal shovel and 1 metal hammer. So let's do that. What does it need? So let's create... Tell you what, let's create an axe, because we're going to cut down a lot of wood. Wants to create a hammer as well. So what does it need for that? 2 copper ingots. We haven't got any ingots left, so we're going to have to go and get some more copper. Let's go do that now. We've nearly exhausted our supply down here, I think. But you never know. You never know. So yeah, like I said, we're going to go off and we're going to find somewhere nice and interesting, I think, to do our proper build. Our little log cabin is cute, but it's not where we want to stay, I don't think. I think we can do better. We can definitely do better. So let's see what we can find. I think what we'll probably do is we've got, how many pieces we've got? We've got 2 map pieces at the moment, so we've got 2 out of 2. If we get the other 2 map pieces, I think what we'll do is when we go off and find our treasure with our treasure map, we can also have a look and scout the area and see if there's anywhere more interesting we can set up our camp. And see where it leads us. 'Cause it would be really nice to find somewhere interesting that ticks all the boxes. Okay, that's my shovel now dead. I think we had another one, didn't we? Nope, we can create another one, that's fine. There we go. Got now, let's have a look. 5, let's get 2 more. In fact, to be fair, we could do with a lot more. Okay, I think I'm going to pause the video, guys, because you don't want to see me digging for eternity to get all this copper, so let me just dig us some more copper and ourselves out of this hole, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Hey guys, I'm back. Look at this. Look how far down, or far down that we had to dig. Look at this. It took me a couple of minutes, about 10 minutes, and 2 shovels to dig my way out of here, which was quite interesting. So yeah, we dug quite far down. Look at that. Had to dig ourselves a little thing to get out there. Look. Look at that. Anyway, right, so we've got ourselves a bit of copper. We started to get down some stone, so I think we've pretty much depleted our supply of copper just there. So let's go and see how many we got. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more ingots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at that. Need 1 more, look. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got to go and craft our... I think we're going to get a axe and a hammer. Now, of course, in Medieval Engineers, I did touch on this last time, but in Medieval Engineers you'll have different tier of metals. Stone being the first, then it's copper, then I believe it's bronze, then it's iron, and I think steel after that. So see how we go from there. So it wants some timber. That's fine. There we go. Got one of those and one of those. And the civilian tools quest is now complete. There we are. It's not too tricky to start off getting your tools and whatnot. It's just sometimes you have to know where to look, and hopefully you guys will know what to do now. So let's have a little bite of some mushroom soup. There we go. And what should we do now? We've got our house, we've got our furnace and our smithy. Let's take a look at the quests. Let's take a look at some quests. Here we go. Civil engineering. Well, we don't want to do stone houses yet. Stockpiling. That'll come in handy. We'll do this later on. Here's the tile roofs that I told you about. So you'll need a lot of clay for that. We've done 4 quests already. There we go. Let's have a look. Economic. Terracotta, smithing. Yeah, smithing is similar, except you get the rest of the tools. Hand plows, barrel, all that kind of stuff. We don't want schematic drafting yet. Weaving will come a little bit later. Take ownership. Yeah, we don't need to do that at the moment. Let's have a look. I don't know, what should we do? Shall we... Let's do stockpiling. Because we're going to come in handy. We'll find that you know, these are the smaller version of the stockpiles, and to be honest, they fill up really quickly. You only get 8 spaces in each. Oh, that's 16. But so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Place 1 last stockpile for logs. That's okay. What we'll do, let's take these logs out. grab that one. And let's grab this bad boy. Let's plonk him down. Ah, right, okay. Okay, he can't go there. He's going to have to go... It's trying to snap onto the house, look. That's, and we can't really have it up there, otherwise it's not going to work. Let's just plonk it here, shall we? For now. Knock this one together. Okay, one last stockpile for timbers. Okay. Timbers is there. These are both quite easy, to be honest, as long as you've got some wood and a wheat straw or two. You'll 9 times out of 10 you'll have to put these together. They're quite easy. Why can't I snap that on there? That one together. Oh yeah, there is also an issue with this. You look here, look. It's supposed to be like a canvas on the top. You look up here, look. You see this little canvas up there? But underneath, invisible. Nope. Very strange. Anyway, let's pop in our logs. So that's cool. So we've got those there now. So we can take this one. Take him away. Cool. Yeah, stockpiling is dead easy, to be honest. But you'll be placing lots of these because you'll be surprised at how much you'll use. Okay, so what should we do next? We've got a house built now. Some bits and bobs here. You know what? I think we could probably how much time have we got left? We have we've got lots of time. Okay guys, let's see. We could do basic furnishings. That's quite an easy quest. That's quite an easy quest. I know what we'll do. Let's go find some food because we're going to run out of food soon. Let's do some foraging. Huh. Cool, I made it. Let's go find some food. I have to go on these little expeditions every now and then to find some food, find some resources. These little meadows are quite good because they'll give you. Usually, you find wheat, flax, herbs, cabbages, all that kind of good stuff in these little meadows. So, it's good to find these little areas. If you're starting out in the game, it's good to have these little areas. Ah, now here's some tin. No, we need a pickaxe for that. Tin is used. I believe to create bronze, I think. Bronze tools. So, tin, it's copper, then you find some tin. So, yeah, tin is always a good one to grab if you find some. More herbs. I haven't found any other stuff here. Let's see if we can't find any mushrooms and some berries. Speaking of berries. So we've yet to see our first barbarian. They tend to come at night, normally. I don't know what the game does, how it calculates when barbarian is due to come and see you. Because obviously when you're starting out in the game, you don't really want to be bothered by a barbarian wielding a broken sword. I mean, they're a bit broken anyway, but they, you don't want to be bothered by them when you're trying to figure out how to place a wall or, create a campfire or anything like that. But you do tend to. I think what happens is when you stay in an area for some period of time, the game will say, "Oh well, he's now living here. Send a few barbarians his way," and you'll see them come knocking. They'll come eventually, but we shall be prepared because very very shortly we're going to make some weapons. Because weapons are somewhat important when you're fighting barbarians. They always come with broken swords. I mean, I've yet to see a barbarian wielding a crossbow or an iron sword or something like that. So always with broken swords. They're not very clever, these barbarians. They're a bit not quite all there. Some mushrooms. I tell you, forests are great for food. They really are. I saw some berries. There he is. So it looks like we're getting towards the end of the day now, guys. We're just getting some food, and we'll head back to camp, cook some stuff up, and we'll probably settle down in our log cabin for the night. Next episode, I would like to go off and have a look to see if we can't find anywhere a bit more exciting to create our master build. So today is kind of our sort of pre-gathering and resource gathering and stuff, just to get ourselves some bits and bobs ready for when we go on our travels. We will need. Well, I don't know whether we'll, how far away we'll be to our little huts that we've built. But if we're not going far away, then hey, it'll stay there and the barbarians can live in it. Why not? We don't mind building stuff for them. Got to give them a head start, right? We're really coming across some berries and some mushrooms now, so we should be sorted for food for the next good while. Remember, always grab the roots. There we are. So what's that giving us now? Should have quite a few now. So we've got 55 berries and 61 mushrooms. And how many roots have we got? We've got 30, 49 roots. That'll do. I'm happy with that. We can create quite a few things out of that. Mushroom soups galore and all that. By the way, when you're starting out like us, mushroom soup is definitely one to make. It's definitely the better one. It gives you some health and it also gives you satisfies your hunger, obviously, which is always good. So make our way back to our house. Look at the sun setting in the trees there. Isn't that spectacular? I do love this game. It is good. The graphics are nice. It does look it's a very pretty game. Definitely a very pretty game. So they spent a lot of time making it look nice. Good on you, Keen. Missed. There we go. So yeah, if you guys want to, don't forget to check out the community server, like I mentioned earlier. Occasionally it doesn't. We need to upgrade the server because whenever Keen put out a Medieval Engineers update, the game versions then become mismatched, and we have to take the server offline, update the game files, and then put it back online again. Doesn't take too long, but it's a bit of an inconvenience. Hopefully Keen will have a dedicated server client that doesn't require us doing that all the time. But time will tell. So yeah, feel free to log in, say hello. I tend to log in almost every day. Not every day, but most days. And we do some building, and like I said, we'll do some videos as well, and show you guys some of the stuff that the engineers on there have already made. So, well, I can see our log cabin. The sun's going down. We're going to create some food. So today, it's been still another basic episode. We will get into some more exciting stuff, I promise. But today we've built our roof. We've done some basic mining. We've created a furnace, a smithy. Gone through a couple of quests and done some stockpiling as well. So yeah, we've done alright today. We're not done too bad. Where's our campfire? Campfire still. Where's our campfire? Ah, here it is. I must move this. Let's pop in our food. Bring in some more fuel. So yeah, in terms of food, guys, at the moment we've only got access to 2 dishes, or they've only got the ingredients for 2 dishes anyway. Mushroom soup is generally considered to be the best at this point, if all you're getting is berries, roots and mushrooms. You know, because you can find this anywhere, we've just gone and got a load, haven't we? Mushroom soup is produced by cooking mushrooms, roots and berries together. It is highly nutritious and has a moderate effect on stamina, provides a modest boost to health and satisfies hunger by a moderate amount. So yeah, mushroom soup is definitely the best one. Salad is produced by cooking cabbage, pumpkin and berries together. It is moderately nutritious but has a large effect on stamina, provides a small boost to health and satisfies hunger by a moderate amount. So salad is easier to make because it only requires 2 ingredients, so 3 roots or cabbages and 2 berries or 2 fruits or 2 pumpkins. So eventually when you've got, you know, set up and you've got, you know, these ingredients in abundance, you'll find that you know, if you're running around a lot, you eat a salad and it'll give you a good boost to stamina, which is always a good one. So there we go. There we go. So let's do our cooking. Okay. Let's get our torch out. Eat that one. Create one, eat one. That's what I always do. So if you haven't already, Keen also do make another game called Space Engineers, which is similar, but set in space. It's much more of a fully fledged game than Medieval Engineers is, because Space Engineers did come first. So make sure you check out their game as well, because I know a lot of people do play that and then come to Medieval Engineers afterwards, but I've done it the other way around. I haven't played Space Engineers yet. That might be a game that we look into playing. If it's something you guys want to see, let me know. And indeed any other games as well. If you guys are, you know, keen to see me play some other games, give us a shout, because we're going to be doing a few more series on the channel. We will be looking at Planet Coaster as well. Planet Coaster, Far Cry 5 when that comes out later on in March, I believe it is. And also Jurassic World Evolution are a couple that are on the list as well. So stay tuned for that. And indeed any other games as well. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel. Make sure you subscribe, as it really does help out. And you know, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I think we'll leave it there today, guys. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Take care. Have a good one.